approach an elimination game? What to do, what not to do?
You can't get on your own program. You gotta stick to the team concept and make sure you're not trying to do it all by yourself, and just do what got you here. Stay within the team structure and trust that it's going to work, and we're going to find a way to win one game at a time, focus on tomorrow and tomorrow only, and move on from there.
Brandon, obviously you want good starts, but with all the energy and intensity you guys have invested in the starts so far, is there a price to be paid later in the game?
I don't think so. I think we just got to find a way to sustain it. We've had some good starts, and obviously we just got to be prepared for a pushback. Obviously they're a good team, and they're going to push hard too. So we just got to be prepared for it and make sure we try and get the momentum back when we lose it.
Obviously, you know Sidney Crosby quite well. Played him a number of times. What have you learned about his line mates in this series? Just two guys that maybe don't have much acclaim necessarily around the league, but that line has really played well.
Yeah, they play well. I mean, it's two guys. They're both obviously speedy guys, fast guys, elusive, good with the puck, and they complement them well. So it's a good line. It's a tough challenge, and we can't afford to let those guys score 3 goals tomorrow night. So I know it's going to be a big challenge for me and most likely my line, and we got to be ready to take that challenge and accept it to the best of our ability.
Closing out a series is always the toughest. With that in mind, how can you use that to your advantage tomorrow night?
Yeah, we're just gonna have to be prepared to play. I know the room. I know our guys will be ready to go. That being said, we got to go out there and execute and just play with that desperation. Obviously, nothing to lose. You either win or you go home. So, don't leave anything left in the tank. You got to empty the tank and be able to, as Torch says, look in the mirror at the end of the night and know that you left it all out there, win or lose.
Is there another level to that, too? Because you guys obviously have come out pretty strong, especially in first periods. Is there another level to that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we have to elevate for sure. We got to come out and be physical, be smart, and I think just do a little bit better job checking. They got a lot of scoring chances last night. My line, couple lines, we got to make sure we're doing our best to limit their opportunities and try and continue to capitalize. As I said before, last night's game, this team can score goals, and we proved it. 4 should be enough. We got to make sure we're defending the right way and play better in that area.
Following Aaron's question about offense line, it's like they seem to have a real skill of finding the soft spot.
I don't want to talk about them really anymore. It's just more about our team. Like I said earlier, they're a good team. They're a good line, but this is about us and what we need to do for tomorrow, and just be ready and make sure our guys are ready.
My question was going to be, how do you defend that? What do you have to do differently?
Time and space. Make sure we're doing the best we can to make it hard on them to make plays and to get their feet moving. So I think time and space for sure.
I just want to ask you about Tim and what he has meant to you guys, not just through the playoffs, but down through the last part of the season.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. Obviously, he's means so much to this team. We've brought him in as one of our own. He means a lot to us. It's just kind of lets us put everything in perspective and realize how lucky and blessed we are to be in the situation and be able to go out there and play hockey for a living. And he comes in and he gives us some pump up speeches and rallies the troops, and so it's been really nice to have him around, and it's been an honor to be around him.
Yeah, he was up there pumping his fist last night. Pretty good.
I'm sure he was. He's an enthusiastic guy, and as I said, just especially for what he's going through, the amount of exuberance and life and everything else and excitement and energy that he brings. It just rubs off on us, and it's just, as I said earlier, amazing to be around him, and it means a lot to this team.
Thanks. Scott, Torch Center.
Before questions, just an update on Zach, because I know you're going to ask. He's out. He's done for the year. Cracked cheekbone. I don't know I don't have the exact science of it, but
Facial fracture.
yeah. So he's out. So we don't have to get involved in all that.
Question.
I don't know.
Right there. Wait, please wait for the mic.
Can you describe the type of desperation your team needs to play with tomorrow, obviously?
Yeah, it's the same type of desperation that we've been trying to play with as the series has gone on here. So, yeah, we're just a short meeting today. We'll have our main meetings tomorrow, and we'll get right back to work.
Obviously, you have to go through a playoff the first time for a kid like Wenberg. How has he played in the first 3 games for you?
Oh, I'm not going to evaluate players in the middle of a series.
John, do you want your guys facing this like it's a Game 4 elimination game or like it's another game, just myopically or big picture?
I want my guys to get away from the rink today. I'm sure a number of them are down. An emotional loss last night. It's something they have to deal with, part of a series, and come back tomorrow with our 10 o'clock meeting, as we always do, and play as hard and with the concentration that we're always asking out of our players. Bigger stage, obviously. We know we're in a hole. It does not change how we go about our business. And yeah, so I think our team has played hard, has had some struggles along through the games here, but we're not changing our approach and how we're supposed to play and how we're preparing for the game.
John, much as you want the kind of good starts you've had, is there a price to be paid later in the game when your players invest so much energy and intensity at the start?
I don't know. I don't know if that's it. I think I still think we had the proper energy through the game. I thought we lost ourselves in the second period. I think Pitt turned it up a little bit. We had some struggles in our end zone, and they surged. And we just couldn't get that momentum back for a number of minutes in that second period. I think that changed the game a little bit, but I don't think it's energy. I think it's just trying to deal with those surges in a game in playoffs. Found a way to tie the game. I still think we were hanging on a little bit, but still found a way to tie the game. We really had a great opportunity to win the game off the mask. That's the way it goes. But I don't think we lost energy. I just think it's dealing with those type of surges. And for a number of minutes, we lost ourselves in trying to get it back. We weren't able to.
How does that Crosby line find soft spots? Like, do they do things that are sort of unexpected, and how do you defend it?
Yeah, we had some breakdowns. I think it's a combination of both. It's a pretty quick line. It's a pretty good player in the middle of that line. I still think at times we're in position, but we lost some coverages. The winning goal, our coverage is there, and then we leave. Yeah, it's what we're eating on today. I think it's what the players are eating on today, where we just need to trust our structure in those type of situations. The longer a line has the puck in the end zone, that's when you start having those breakdowns. I just think we need to keep our concentration, especially around our net, and that hurt us a little bit last night.
You played that third pair more, and they looked comfortable. Carlson played, pretty strong game. Did you just feel like they had deserved that ice time, or was there a reason why you played it more in this game?
Yeah, I think it's easier to get your matches in the game, but they gave us some good minutes. This kid Carlson, I mean, we're asking a lot out of him to come into the top level after playing a few periods of pro hockey, after flying over from there to here. I think he's handled himself really well. And Harry's just a trier. He, ugly as hell, but he tries and competes and gets a lot of things done that way. So able to get certain matches that we wanted easier when you're at home, and we're just trying to find more spots for him within the game.
How badly do you feel for Zach to come back from the injury he had late in the season and then to have it end like this after the years he's had?
Well, it sucks for him. It does, because I just met with him in the office today, and that's the first thing that comes out of his mouth is he's upset that he can't play. I mean, I'm joking with him, trying to take a little pressure off him during a timeout. I think it was before the power play. I forget exactly the time on the clock. I said, "Can you see?" And he says, "I could see better if I could take this mask off." And I said, "I don't think you can do that." And so that is, I expressed my feelings last night. I felt about the situation, how he handled himself there. And I've said it all along as we get more and more questions about that guy and what type of pro he is. He is on a fast track path to be one of the mainstays in this league. Thank you.